Hello, it's the cousin, and I'm back for another beer tasting video.
I get a kick out of brew.
Don't ask me why, I just felt like doing it. Because this is the sixth and not the final episode of the BREWDOG series, but the last one of the first batch of beers. So if I break it into three mini-series, one big series into three mini-series, then you could say this is the last one. Although technically, yeah. So it's been about an hour since I drank the arcade made one. That shit was so powerful, I really needed to just settle down after it. So for the last, I don't know why I'm saying last as if this is the last beer of the series. This is just the last beer of the first batch. Fuck it. This is the first part of the BrewDog series, because I'm going to do a recap tomorrow, and then I'll do the next lot and do a recap of those ones, and then the final lot and do a recap of those ones. So presenting BrewDog Blackheart. Dun-dun. There is something really wrong with me. I saved this one for last because, I mean, just look at that. Nothing says season finale like that. I mean, this is a serious looking beer, but what I find really underwhelming is the fact that it's only 4.1%. Oh yeah, it's a stout, by the way, drought stout. So judging by the fact that this is a 4.1 and the BrewDog Arcade Made was 8%, that probably should have been the season finale or first part finale, and the kitten one was 6%. That should have been before that, but you know, I just feel like a stout is a good one to end on. I do like stout, Guinness, Dragon Stout, big fan of them. So let's see what BrewDog has to offer. It just says 21st century stout on the side there. It's got the typical BrewDog badge with the mantra and BrewDog brewed in Elon, Blackheart, Drought Stout. I'm not going to bother reading this thing out again. And it's got a black and gold colour scheme, reminiscent of Guinness. And the gold as well. I mean, this is a pretty basic design. And because it's not out there, like completely out there like the arcade one, I'm not going to give it a 5. But I am going to give it a 4 because, you know, sometimes they don't need to be crazy. And even though this is basic, it just works. Like the black, the gold, everything you need to know is in bold. This is rhyming, and I don't know why. But yeah, I'm going to give its design a 4 because I feel like this is what a stout should look like. It's called Blackheart. I think the name suits how it looks. How it looks suits a stout, so it serves its purpose in terms of design. I feel like no more needs to be said on that. Let's crack this bad boy open. Oh, you hear that hiss? It's got a Blackheart. Yep, it doesn't smell as strong as Guinness actually. And I mean, Dragon Stout and I think the import Guinness, they have a bit more of a kick to it. So I'm gonna think more of Guinness when I drink this one. But it does smell like stout. So let's get straight into this. Okay. It doesn't taste too heavy. You know, I really wish I knew how strong Guinness was to be able to compare it, because I feel like with stout, Guinness is the GOAT. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. As someone who likes stout, that is actually quite nice. Stout is a very acquired taste. Like, you either love it or you despise it, and I'm one of the people that love it. Like, I think stout's something that if you're going to drink one drink, sometimes, yeah, you want a beer. I feel like a beer, you might have one and then want another one, whereas with stout, it's just something that you can just enjoy one, and it's something you drink slowly. Like if I'm in a Weatherspoons and I'm there just to like, if I mean, I know when you go out with your friends, you don't really, there's no such thing as one beer, but ideally that would be the one beer, especially if you're trying to kill some time and you've got like half an hour to an hour. You can just sit there with a stout. I feel like that's what a stout's for. It's a slow drink. I mean, you're not going to be downing them unless you're my cousin, which I've seen him do. But this does that job, I think. I can already say that. That's something I could just sit back and just... And you know what? It's actually quite refreshing. I don't really have anything bad to say about this. This is a really nice drink. Am I biased that I like stouts? Can I say a 5? Let me have one more sip and I'll tell you. Yep, I'm giving that a 5. Honestly, I think it's just it tastes a little bit more watered down compared to a Guinness, but it's definitely up there. This is a nice drink. The design looks good. It looks how it should. It tastes how it looks. So I think this is an all-round good beer. Like, I've given it a 4 on design. I've given it a 5 on taste. I think I'm going to go straight in the middle and give it a 4.5 overall. It's not... Actually, no, I'm not going to argue with that. 4.5. How can I argue with myself? What are you, crazy? I think 4.5 is a good rating for this, because if you like stout, there is not anything bad I can say about this. I mean, if you're someone who doesn't like stout, of course you're going to drink this and be like, But if you like stout, yeah, I'd recommend this. It's not as strong as some of the other stouts I've had, but it's definitely touches my heart. So pick up a BrewDog Black Heart and enjoy. This has been The Cousin with the final episode of the first part of the BrewDog series, and I will see you tomorrow in the recap. Goodbye, my friends. Go!